Happy New Year. Welcome back January 2nd, 2026. We wanted to do this week's Weldline as a review of 2025. It's been a busy and challenging year, but it's been exceptional in terms of growth. I'm Vaughn Watson, normally doing the Process System podcast. Today we're doing Weldline Weekly. Joining me is Jason Harsh, Director of Engineering, and Anil Kumar, Project Manager. And so what we want to do is kind of go into some of the milestones and highlights of 2025 and what that looks like. We did some really interesting projects. I think we were talking before camera rolling about a number of jobs that are worth going into. For us, we had set a target for about 60 projects this year, ended up right at that mark. We had targeted 600 quotes. We ended up just shy of that number. Had an exceptional year in sales, bringing on nearly 60 projects worth of work and managing that through our processes. Of those 60 projects, we had a number that were exceptionally challenging projects that we took on, and we took those on while we were busy with, I would say, our key customers that we serve on a regular basis. I went back and looked briefly, and I think we ended up kicking off 10 retrofit projects, 4 fuel gas, fuel oil type projects, mostly in the Midwest. We also are doing 3 urea projects that we kicked off, and a number of specialty kind of science project type opportunities. And we did all this while not only doing customer process improvement on their industrial systems, we did this while doing process improvement on our own business systems. And I think, Anil, you've been really instrumental in trying to tie sales and project management together, tying business systems from the CRM to the ERP to the XYZ of our business to scale our company as we're taking on bigger and better projects.
Yes. So our whole approach has been alignment with our customers, with our vendors, and within our functional areas. And the sooner the alignment is, the earlier the project management gets involved. In my experience, I feel it becomes really cheaper to solve the problems.
Sure.
And so following that approach, we made some really good changes in our business processes, such as looping in project management early on during the bidding phase, so that the idea is to have project management sales back. Whatever solution sales is selling, it is project management's responsibility to make that happen and find out any risk, any schedule issues, any long lead items, supply chain delays, and highlight those issues and transparently communicate to the customer so that there are no surprises for the customer, because managing customer expectation is one of the most important aspects of project management. And so most of the customers may not prefer the perfection in our solution, but they do expect the transparent and
communication,
transparency and follow through, basically.
Well, and it's challenging to hand off a project when the sales team has been looking at it for 8 to 12 months, very intricate details, so on and so forth, and then expect the project execution team to be able to take the ball and run it to the next goal line with an hour kickoff. So getting project management involved pre-contract, having that transition, that smooth handoff with transparency and communication is critical to the customer experience. And we've gotten some feedback from a lot of our customers on ways we can do that more effectively and more efficiently, and I think that's proven itself to be valuable.
Absolutely, I agree.
So you've been leading several projects, one of which is the carbon capture technology project we've been working through for about 7-8 months straight now.
Yes, the science project.
The science project. I guess, Jason, that one's got a lot of technical intricacies, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, the science projects are the ones that make this a lot of fun. It's something different. It's something we don't see every day. It's a new process. We'll get customers that come up with an idea, a patent or something that they want to develop, and they come to us to help it make it a reality. This one is a pilot system, so it's a scaled down system, even though it's still a 30-foot long skid. But it has to have a lot of knobs that they can turn because they're developing the process, and so it all has to run as a function, but it also has to be variable so that they can dial the various parameters and make sure that it works the way they intended.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because we deal with a lot of projects where it's tell us what you want or tell us what you want it to do. And if you tell us what you want with an RFQ or you give us the process data and let us determine what size, what product that we offer fits that need, we can be of value. Or you tell us, hey, this is my idea and I need it to do the following, and we can take the ball and be a collaborative partner with that technology provider in developing that into a physical piece of equipment.
Yeah, a lot of times the end user has a 30,000-foot view of what they want it to do, but they don't really fully understand what all the different components are supposed to do and what they need to be. And that's where we can come in and really help them develop and nail down the process. Some customers know exactly what they want down to what brand of every component they want, and that's fine too. But this makes it a lot more fun and more interesting.
Sure, I mean, you're determining what goes where and how it's manufactured, and then we're bringing that to reality. You know, I mentioned we're doing 10 retrofit projects this year. It's that same level of expertise that we have in saying, hey, between ourselves and our field expertise, our technical knowledge, and our project management, we're able to come to your facility that's operating, take a brief outage with us controlling that schedule, remove existing equipment or upgrade existing equipment to meet today's modern standards, and we have the expertise and prowess to pull that off. So,
yeah, it has to go into a footprint of an existing system, and we don't necessarily want to replace in kind. We want to make a modern vector system that's going to work for a long time. So yeah, that's another challenge is designing something to replace an existing system, but that can integrate seamlessly into what they're doing.
Yeah, and there's one big challenge from the project management point of view for these retrofit project is the timeline, because the customer is going to have a limited time window, most likely during their overhaul or shutdown period, and we have to make sure that our skid, our product is ready to go in. And so basically that what it entails is making sure that all our material, which is our biggest the main critical path, is our dependency on different parts from our different vendors, and so making sure that everything falls in place in time so that the customer does not lose that window. So that becomes really exciting, I would say, from project management point of view.
Yeah, I would say. And it's taking more than just our scope into consideration. It's taking the customer's timeline.
Yep.
It's taking other turnaround activities that are taking place during that time, and then at the end of the day, handing over the keys to their new facility operationally.
True, true. And I'm pretty sure that may raise some concern when it comes to prioritization, because we already have other big projects for our big projects going on, and on top of that, we have to kind of prioritize this project for our customer, and that may become a little bit challenging. But one thing that I like about this company is in this work culture is that we have godfather figures like Jason and Casey and Mark, who all come together to make it happen. And this is I've worked in different industries, power plant installation, commissioning, robotics, supply chain automation, and this is and over almost 12 years of experience in project management. But this is the only company that I see that where we do not have to escalate anything.
Yeah,
Like,
it's solved at the department level.
Yes,
Yeah.
everybody is so collaborative, and that is I think like this is one of our biggest strength here at Vector System, that everybody is so collaborative and say they understand. There's like innate understanding of urgency and what's right for our customer, and it's amazing like how even big challenges like for some of our escapes were 40 feet long escape that had to be repainted and everything, but everybody comes together and we get it done in like 15 days.
Yeah,
It's
and I think
amazing.
prioritizing the customer's expectations is the only way to do that
Oh,
effectively.
absolutely.
It's not so much priority one customer over another, it's managing each of the customer's expectations so that we can deliver a good customer experience overall. And then at the same time we're doing all that, we're in the process of growing as well. Growing, we've invested heavily this year in people, not only in headcount but also training. I think our headcount went up 33%
Yes.
year over year, which is huge. I think we're 120 employees now.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty extensive.
Yeah. And investing in system integration.
System integration, training has bubbled to the surface just unilaterally from every department, whether it's technical training, processes, professional development, whatever that may look like. And we're doing all of this while expanding our manufacturing footprint. So this year we have been working towards the move up to Bonham. I would say this time next year, we're going to have our McKinney Technology Center in place here in McKinney down the road. But all of our manufacturing facilities just going to be 38 miles up the road in Bonham. And we're expanding across, two buildings up there?
Right.
Yes.
And doing an expansion on an existing facility, all in the next 6 months. And the logistics of that and making sure that the customer priorities are met has been a fruitful but challenging experience, I would say.
Yes. Yes, it is, and I'm really excited about this relocation because that means simply increasing our capacity.
Yeah.
So we should be able to cater to more projects, and our cycle time will definitely improve.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll be able to get the skids out even faster, and we can have multiple parallel assembly lines where even bigger skids are. We can work on even bigger skids. We also have plans for building up to 38 to 40 feet long tanks in-house. So I'm really looking forward to this relocation. Yeah.
Yeah, and you talk about tanks. Tanks have been a new technology that we've been, I would say, steadily increasing our abilities in.
Yes.
We're doing our own plate rolling in-house now. We just got our ISO and ASME stuff recertified. We're
Awesome.
going with a submerged metal arc welding setup up in our Bonham facility. We've increased our lifting capacity so that we can lift over 100 tons
Oh, wow.
with jacks. And other things that we're looking to do as we proceed forward. In the last, in 2025, we wrapped up a pretty large tank project that involved, over the last year and a half, 66 tanks being delivered to a facility down near Austin. And that's allowed us to put forward new technologies in the market, not just ASME Section 8 tanks, but API 650, UL 142 storage tanks, all sorts of specialty stainless chemical storage tanks. And that's brought us new opportunities to grow and succeed as well. So, and we're continuously looking at ways to better serve the markets that we work in. I mentioned we did 4 fuel oil, fuel gas skids, or systems I should say, kicked off this year. One of which was a water bath heater project, which
Yes.
we've been rolling out that technology for the last 6 months. We are doing urea systems now, and that technology is something that we've landed on a design that we're real excited about. And these things are continuously developing new products to serve new markets and the existing customers that we have.
Yeah, yeah. That's one more thing like I wanted to discuss is like it's how amazing it is that with our same capacity, same machinery, we are able to work on so many different technology and serve in so many different industries like fuel oil and I know we are primarily we are focused on ammonia systems, SCR systems, but we have moved, we have diversified so much in past few years, especially in 2025. As you mentioned, expanding our business into fuel oil, fuel gas system, and not only that, like we are constantly working on water bath. Okay. So I lost my chain of thought. Yeah, I agree, and this is so amazing that how within how just using one set of capacity and one set of machinery, we are able to cater to so many different industries, so many different technology. We are working on so many technology like a water bath heater. We have been constantly working on. I know there were some research project going on water bath heater, and not only that, like earlier Jason mentioned this metal oxide framework. This is a revolutionary technology. By the way, this technology won Nobel Prize in Chemical Engineering this year, 2025.
Really?
Yes, and we Vector System are probably one of the first few, or maybe the only company who is actively working on this, and we were not only responsible for delivering the product. We have been included in every single communication, even during we were even invited for the HAZOP review, where the client relied on our expertise to highlight the areas of safety hazards and how we can improve and foolproof our processes. And thanks to Jason and his team, like we have pulled this through, and we are this. I think our first set of testing will start in February on this scale, and this the way I see it, like with this revolutionary technology, going into full scale business is not only good for business but for the environment. Like the way it's so efficiently it extracts the carbon dioxide from the fuel gas, and completely, almost with full efficiency, it just separates the carbon dioxide that can be further used for
it's a usable product.
Yeah,
at that
it's a
point.
usable
It's not a
product.
waste
And
stream.
so a lot of opportunities in this section, and I believe if we can do this completely unknown technology, I want to say like if any of our customer can think of a solution, we'll probably build it.
I think product development is going to be one of our biggest initiatives, well, next to training and a few other things. But product development into 2026, not just with new technologies, but our existing offerings, right? Further defining what our ammonia systems are capable of doing and how they're built. We've looked at expanding our production capabilities, both from everything from new CNC plasma table to installing additional lifting capacity and additional machinery to handle larger systems, to we were looking at expanding or extending the ammonia injection drilling rig right now, so we can do longer AIG lances. We're looking at further vertically integrating our tank technology. We're looking at what else? A lot.
Well, yeah, and like Anil was saying, our core competencies can be spread across any technology. I mean, I'm not a carbon capture expert. I don't that wasn't my process. Somebody else came up with a great idea, but it involves, heating and cooling a gas and increasing the pressure, decreasing the pressure, pumping
Right.
it from one place to another. I mean, we do that across any type of technology.
Absolutely.
So,
Any fluid, any process,
Right.
any application. That's what our tagline is, and that's what we've been doing. Is even if it's a process relatively unknown to us, we're able to take that information and help the customer with a solution. A really great example of this is we're working with a end user in the Appalachia area that had control panels that are DC control panels from the 1970s
Oh, wow.
that are completely obsolete. And rather than trying to rip out everything that they have and replace it with something more modern, we were able to go in, reverse engineer the existing panels that they had with modern components to stave off that obsolescence. And so we were adding value to the customer by not forcing them to rip out their entire control system, and by putting in a control system that's up to modern day code and modern day requirements. And we're able to work with the end user, and we came to a master services agreement so that we're able to further help them as they continue to modernize their facilities.
That's amazing. Yeah, and it's great that at least we are using the new component, because I know with older technologies it's so hard to find those exact replacement.
a lot of them you can't. They didn't
Yeah,
exist
they
anymore.
can't-
And
we
we had
can't,
to
yeah.
go back and look at pictures of hand-drawn drawings from the 70s and a few photographs of the inside of the panel and figure out what all of this
So just
meant.
from using the photographs, you
Right.
were able. Oh wow.
Yeah, so again, a lot of the components aren't made anymore, so we had to
Yeah.
figure out a replacement way to control.
Yeah, so I mean, and then being able to do that on a retrofit basis where you're working inside the confines of an existing piece of equipment.
Right.
And I believe these panels are actually in an existing building. So it's an additional layer of complexity that we were able to offer value to our customers and be able to offer the technical solution at the end of the day. And I think that's one of our strongest suits is being able to design for manufacture and then design for implementation, right? Design for a complete turnkey package, whether it's retrofit or new equipment on a blank sheet of paper.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome. Adding to that line, we also, I personally shipped out couple of skids this year that were 24 feet tall. So I want to add like design for supply chain as well,
Yeah.
design for transportation, and our engineering hold that capacity that our engineers, drafters, they are aware of like what are the shipping limitation, or like what would trigger for a special permit. So they design in a way that even 20 feet tall scrubber and filter vessels, they can be broken down and reassembled with minimum effort. And
Yeah.
we made that happen, even because I think like our gate limitation is only 18 feet. So
not in the new building.
not in the new
Yeah.
building, but we were able to ship out 24 feet tall skids, 3 of them.
Yeah,
because-
process conditions dictate line sizes and pipe sizes and component sizes, but you're right, we ship everything out of here on trucks.
Yes.
It has to go in and out of our door, it has
Yes.
to go on a truck, it has to be easy to assemble.
Not hit power cables as it goes down the
yeah,
highway.
you don't want to hit
Exactly.
anything. I mean,
Yeah.
it all has to make sense. And then when it's assembled, it has to be easy to use and easy to work on, and everything has to be accessible.
Yep.
And sometimes based on a limited footprint that they've given us. So yeah, it's a challenge to make all that work.
Yeah, and that has been an ongoing thing as we continue to grow is we're looking for people with those skills, people with those experiences that can integrate with our culture of winning and providing value to our customers so that we can be a more effective team as we
Yes.
continue to scale up and grow.
Sure. And I think like that's why like grow with us plan that our HR has implemented this year has been really helpful. Like we just promoted one welder to be a project manager, and another person from material handling, he's also be joining the project team. So the way I see the benefit in it, he has my welder, previous welder, now part of project team. He has tons of experience in welding. So the moment he saw the bill of material, he was able to identify, oh, no, this is wrong. And so he's helping me standardize a BOM, an easy to read bill of material that can that first of all, like it's easy to understand and easy to catch mistake, highlight, and we're gonna automate this into our processes once we go fully online with system integration across multiple platforms to kind of fast track this process checking, and hopefully more values will be brought in by our material guy as well when he joins the project team. I know one of our assembly guys also joining.
He's coming into the design group.
Design
Yep.
team. So yeah, what it does is like it guarantees that the work culture will remain
Yeah.
the same. Like, and we are promoting team people within the team that that automatically motivates other people as well. They see a clear path within this organization, and we also make sure that we are taking care of our people, our team members, while we are growing.
A path to growth, a path to
Yes,
success.
yes.
Yeah, I think it's huge. And
It's a great initiative.
what's unfortunate is we end up stealing valuable production resources, but that's good because I can think of a ton of examples. Welders going to quality, there's a
Yes.
huge benefit there.
Yep.
From the panel shop, we gained an estimator on the sales team, and he's working out extremely well because he's used to looking at the bill of materials. I'm glad to see people moving into project management. The culture of blue collar, white collar is non-existent at Vector. It's one Vector, and we're all trying to maintain that smaller, family-oriented business feel as we continue to grow. And I think it's essential, and it's really valuable to our winning success.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's been the hard thing is as we've gone from a company of 15 to 20 people to over 120 people, and keeping that same feel has been a challenge. But I think it's been successful so far.
It has been, and it will be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm thinking back to the holiday party we had in
Yeah.
early December, and last year I knew everybody's name and everybody's spouse's name, and I worked really hard this year to learn everybody's name and spouse's name
It's hard.
at the holiday party, and we've outgrown our office space and everything else, so people are moving around. Obviously covering more territory and so forth has involved a lot more remote work. But what we're looking for is people that can join our team and our culture and be successful, hit the ground running, because they're good at what they do.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, recruitment's been a big goal this last year. I mean, Vaughn threatened us with all the work he said was coming at the beginning of the year, and I wasn't sure I believed him entirely until it started showing up, and then we
Yes.
really had to ramp up our recruitment, and we've gotten some awesome new people through it. So.
And a lot of that is solely driven by events taking place in the markets, right? I mean, you've got administrative deregulation of power facilities. You've got obviously data centers and Bitcoin mining and all these advanced technologies that are rolling out. You've got AI just being the biggest revolutionary technology potentially. And, a bit reminisce of when the internet first kind of came into its own in the dot-com bubble and all those types of things. But what's become prevalent is the need for power, the need for energy, the need for internet everywhere, all of these advanced technologies that we use on a day-to-day basis. And Vector can provide a lot of solutions for those things. But it's also any process, whether it's water, wastewater, whether it's chemical treatment for basic industrial things or advanced semiconductor, pharmaceutical type operations. We can take a look at a customer's process, make valuable recommendations to give them a long-term solution to their operating considerations.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. And I believe like this need for power will keep on growing. It's
Sure.
And not just the power, but the clean power. That's the key, right? Like we have to take care of the environment as well. And I think like most of our efforts goes in that direction to making sure reducing the carbon imprints, and making sure that we don't contribute much to Our power plants do not contribute much to global warming.
Yeah.
Well, I think also like it's bringing infrastructure that's been in place since the 50s or the 70s or the 90s up to the modern 2026
Yes.
standards, and things are getting bigger because of the need for more power. We're doing several systems right now on advanced class gas turbines, and you know you're talking about your F class and above size units, and what it used to take to do 90% reduction of NOx, we had designs for, and now we're pushing the envelope of bigger exhaust flow rates, bigger exhaust duct sizes, 95% DNOx in many cases, and the ammonia dosing requirements of our system are almost 2,000 pounds an hour of aqueous ammonia for some of these large units, and the ability to take and scale that up and have a product that meets that need, that can do 14 to 1,800 pounds an hour of ammonia efficiently, has allowed us to be on the cutting edge of the turbine technologies. So as plants are buying newer equipment that are inherently more efficient, but also the output of them is so much higher, the output of our systems needs to increase as well.
Yeah.
And that's been a big push for us, is continuing to develop that technology, making it more cost effective while adding value to our customers.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point that drove a lot of our expansion, because not only is our volume higher, but you're right, the skids are getting bigger and bigger, and
Yeah.
the required for ammonia systems, the required ammonia flow is just getting higher and higher. So that's one of the big drivers for why this building is full.
Well, and to parlay on your other comment about shipping limitations, and behind me here is the modular ammonia process skids, our MAPS units. We're in the process of doing the fabrication drawings for number 12 of those units, and the MAPS 12 unit is a 10,000 gallon storage tank with the ability to feed two combustion sources with ammonia, but it fits on the back of an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, it's all in one.
All in one. You pipe up to it. Everything from unloading to ammonia dosing is all on one skid, and that's modular enough that we can upscale and downsize as needed to fit a customer's requirement, and it's one piece of equipment that's being managed, right?
So is it like a portable system?
Yeah, so the MAPS unit over here, tank, unloading, pump skid, ammonia vaporization, all the PLC controls, all of the digital and analog I/O, all are on one unit that fits on an 18-wheeler. So when you have facilities that are, let's say, in oil and gas or in natural gas compression, it's one piece of equipment that gets installed and they pipe up to their combustion source, or the exhaust of their combustion source. And that allows us to provide equipment that not only is portable without being a Ringling Brothers circus of install, but also modular enough that one package can do multiple things.
That's awesome.
So it's pretty nice.
Yeah, we try and keep it as one piece as possible. I don't like a long shipping list on a skid. I want everything to show up as
Sure.
one piece, so they don't have to figure out how to put it together.
Yeah. So should we expect more such skids?
Yeah, I think we're going to be marketing the MAPS units as well as some of our other new technologies I alluded to. A big push in product development from a standardization, estimate, and design for manufacturing effort is being put together right now. New technology rollouts for our fuel gas product lines, but also our ammonia and DNOx product lines, and then lots of manufacturing capability and capacity expansion projects taking place as part of the relocation to Bonham. Everything from larger press brake capabilities to bigger material handling and square footage for larger vessels and so forth, we're putting into place, and we're having to do so as co-located as possible while we're increasing in headcount.
Yeah.
So the amount of seats we had in the building became a limiting factor long before the door did on the building, and it's surprising to me to see the amount of people here, and these aren't just excess people; these are essential folks
Oh, absolutely.
helping us scale our business.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the move, I got to give props to the team who developed the move plan, because I know we were outgrowing this building and we were in between building our the intergalactic headquarters that's going to be our eventual home in Bonham, and so we had to do an expansion to move into it. And I thought it would be a small temporary space, but it's actually going to expand the capacity that we already have, not even counting what the new facility is going to have.
Right.
So
It's in addition to.
we're going to have so much more capacity and so much more capability in just the new expansion than what we have right now, in addition to our eventual new facility that we're building next door.
Yeah. And, like, we've been building some large vessels outdoors over the last 2 years, and that will not be a problem going forward.
Right.
With that, lifting was the next limitation besides desks and square footage. Lifting is no longer going to be a concern, both at the new building as well as the expansion. And then taking a look at our long-term plans for growth and trying to right-size what our needs are without going crazy.
Right. Yeah, you have to get creative currently, sometimes moving things and picking things up, and
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be nice to be able to have the additional capacity and capabilities there.
Sure.
Yeah, and adding, I think a project management team is leading that relocation, and our emphasis was to add on to existing capacity and not replace it.
Right.
Meaning, like none of our ongoing projects should suffer. So the way it was devised is like, let's move the assembly first.
Yeah.
Because our welding is the critical path. So we made sure that our welding does not stop
Right. That's
throughout this process. Like, so we are moving the assembly first, then the material prep, and then we're gonna move install, like we'll close one booth. We'll install one booth, welding booth there, and then we'll close one, and there will be one by one.
Well, and
moving.
we're not moving work in progress. We are completing sub-assemblies, and then the next step would be sub-assembly assembly.
Yes.
So, like you mentioned, starting with assembly at the expansion allows us to start receiving the
Exactly.
various projects
Yep.
workflow from this facility
Yes.
prior to us having to stop and pick it up. at
Yes,
another. So-
exactly.
and
That was the goal.
we don't like when one welder starts something and another welder finishes it. That way there's continuity with the quality, with the expectations, material control, material sourcing. Also, here in McKinney, we're landlocked. Our material laydown is very limited. We're just outside a very affluent downtown area. We're having to move to a more industrial area, and that's allowing us to phase gate that and not impact work in progress.
Yes.
And so,
That's awesome.
good. Well, I'm looking forward to a really, probably hectic, but really exciting 2026. We're bringing on new people. Sales team is collaborative on the strategies. We're focused on our growth goals. We're investing in people and processes and training and development. We're investing in our new and existing products that we're putting out. And we want Vector to maintain that culture of success and culture of winning as we continue to grow and prosper.
That's the goal.
Yeah, it's going to be a good year.
It is. Well, I wanted to thank you all for sitting down with me. I know it's a Friday and it's a weird week with the holidays in the midst of it, but we're going to be raring to go and getting after it starting in 2026, and look forward to supporting our customers and moving forward with new opportunities.
Thanks.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you.